Good evening, everybody, and welcome to DeLungo Rink here in East Haven for tonight's SCC contest between your Guilford Indians and the visiting Hornets of Branford High School. I'm Dean Cornelio, joined by John Knapp, Jeff Horton behind the camera. The Guilford Indians coming off a 5-1 win over Windsor-Avon Farmington, all the way up at Loomis. Long bus ride. The team took a 2-1 game and ended up winning 5-1. They got a hat trick from Mikey Ring in that one. Kid has stepped up big. Now has 7 goals on the season. And Branford comes in 3-4 overall. Both teams 0-1 in SCC play. Guilford, as we'll remember not long ago, just last week, losing in overtime to Hand. And lost to Milford earlier in the season, 6-5. That's their conference loss. They're 3-4. They are coming off a 3-1 victory over New Milford, and then a 4-2 loss to Massac. So technically it is a 4-2 loss to Massac was their last contest. So
still not a lot of crossover games, right, Dean?
Not a lot of crossover games yet. Nope. The Indians start Brandon Mayo in net, Zach Cataruso, Ryan Moore in defense, Mackey, Ring, Horton, the forward unit. Branford starts Alessandro Sarno in net, and in front of him, he'll have the defense of Rob Denhart, 15, 27, Rob Petrullo, and the forward unit, 21, Rob Cluda, 13, Tony Pascali, 3, Patrick Day. So that's their forward unit. Here's Pascali right now on the right wing. Hit the official. That's a good start. Cataruso. And Brandon Mayo in our last broadcast, he played much more of a complete game against Windsor-Avon Farmington. We criticized him a little bit against Hand. That last goal that went in against Hand was difficult for everybody, including himself. Beat himself up a little bit, came a lot more focused, even when he did not see much action, which is different.
Right.
Because when he doesn't see much action, sometimes he tends to, I don't want to say fall asleep, but
anybody does.
Anybody does, right, absolutely. And then they catch him off guard. Windsor-Avon Farmington was not able to do that. So we hope that continues as the season goes along. And with Branford here tonight, another big SCC contest, another good crowd on hand, John.
That's right. Love to see the Guilford fans come out. Shot.
Ryan Moore takes the shot. Blocker saved by Sarno.
Oh.
Big hit there.
Derek Baddock.
Petrick out there with Baddock. Brian Donahue returns tonight. That's him right there, knocking the puck down. Donahue was suspended for the last game against Windsor-Avon Farmington after a hit here last week against Hand. We should mention in the open, the Indians are without the services of Tyler Salkins. And Chris Cafaro, I believe, is also still sick. Oh, one timer, they score!
Petrick.
That's Jack Petrick putting in his first. And Chris Cafaro, I believe, is also still sick. Oh, one timer, they score!
Petrick.
That's Jack Petrick putting in his first. So Petrick right away, a minute 38 in, beats Sarno, and the Indians are on the board.
I tell you, that was pure hustle by Jack Petrick. He got knocked down at mid-ice. Puck was in the zone. He gets up off ice, skates in right on center, untouched. Perfect pass on a stick.
Donahue made a great play. Yeah. Found his man. Petrick come up the middle. He did not miss. Puts the Indians up 1-0. So that's the kind of start they want, they need.
Right.
Get some confidence going. And Coach Russo showing confidence in Petrick as he put him up on that second unit. Charlie Malloy will also see some more icing against Branford. Malloy's out there now. Malloy scored in our last broadcast. I mentioned Mike Ring with the hat trick. Malloy had one, as well as Carson Sperry. So they also scored in the last game against Windsor-Avon Farmington.
It's nice to see Guilford spread their scoring around.
It is. You can't rely on just that first unit.
That's right.
And they're starting to get some more production from the second and third.
That just builds confidence across the entire team.
If you can get 3 lines going and you're in Division II, I have confidence in you. Here's Pascali. Centering pass broken up, Evan Powell. Evan Powell was another one who stepped up. He played forward last game. Coach put him up on offense, and I was wondering if he would do that in the absence of, and it looks like he is, as Powell. We have Dacey on defense with Brandon. Evan Powell's playing a wing just like he did against Windsor-Avon Farmington. Uh-oh, look out. Chance right in front. And Mayo made the save. Point-blank opportunities. The Hornets nearly tied it up. And Guilford will take the icing. Kluda wins the draw over to his wing. Centering pass. Right in on Mayo, the backhand. I think that was Cooper Bunton, 23, I believe. Brandon Mayo equal to this task.
That's two great scoring opportunities for Branford. Guilford's got to really protect that zone, the front of that crease.
Kluda again will take it, but Mackey won it from him. And here's the goal scorer, Mikey Ring. Ring left wing side. Forgot something that time. Leaves it Mackey. It was a perfect pass, even though he didn't realize it. Big shoulder there on Mackey by 21 Kluda, one of the captains for the Branford team. The Hornets, coached by Adolph Brink. His assistant is Mark Cunningham. Both great guys, talking to them before the game, very helpful. And it's good when there's a good relationship between the coaching staffs.
Right.
And there is between these two.
It makes the game more fun for everybody.
Yeah. Brink and Coach Russo go back, from what I understand, playing days. As does Brandon Mayo's father, Al, who played goal in semi-pro hockey.
Oh, is that right?
He did, and he has some history with Adolph Brink as well. So everybody talking outside. Big powwow. Cataruza. And a penalty coming up for tripping to the Hornets. The Indians will go on the power play. So Branford for tripping. And Petrick, the Indians' goal scorer tonight, gets it to the point. Now it was deflected. That Ryan Moore kept in the zone. Baddock in front. Baddock knocked down. Held down to the ice by number 5, Pat Cunningham. And Branford clears. On the wing, Cataruza the shot, and Indians called for offsides. Mackey in the first unit, step out here. Indians with a minute 20 left of power play time. Moore plays it low. Mackey. Mackey's got the return. Here's Horton. Mackey ring in front. And that is cleared by Rob Kluda, senior center and captain for the Hornets. Under 10 minutes to go, first period, 1-0 Guilford Indians, and a goal by Jack Petrick. Kluda keeps the Indians pinned in their own zone. Horton trying to create some space. Here's Moore. He'll wind from the blue line and slap. And the goaltender, nice job by Sarno to make the initial stop with the blocker, get it off the glass, dive out, and cover it with the glove.
He had to. He lost his stick.
Mackey to Ring, back to Brand. Here's Ring. Up top, Dacey's got a shot. He lets it go, and that was blocked.
Boy, that has some velocity on it.
Brand, Mackey, and the hammer. Mackey gives a look, takes it behind the net. James plays it this side to Ring. Penalty time over. Branford is back to full strength, and it's broken up on the pass. Tyler Hackett with it. Hackett, Dacey took the puck away. Hackett's got it back, though. Hackett, one of Branford's better players. Look for him. His shot was blocked, though. And there's an opportunity the other way. Dacey will shoot one. And look out. Whoa! Hey, right off my leg. I'm not the goaltender. Perfect. Right there. Thank you, John. You could give me the kick save credit on that one.
Kick save and a beauty.
Sarno got the first piece of it up high, and then I kept it out of the net with the kick save. Sent back in. Baddock regains the line. Petrick, Donahue, Baddock. And to neutral ice. Sent back in by Dacey. Dacey thought he would send one up here just because he wants an interview too. So maybe after he tries to hit the broadcast team, maybe I'm forced to. Got to give him one. 8:06 to go. First period face-off outside the Guilford zone. Charlie Malloy. He's got 3 goals on the campaign. Had one in our last game. He had 2 the first 3 games, then got one against Windsor Avon Farmington. Ooh. More shot wide. Here's Malloy. Didn't play the carom correctly. Cataruza, look out. Mayo thought about coming out after it, but Moore helped him out. Got back. Nice work there. But they were able to knock it away from Malloy. That was Pat Cunningham. Midway through the first period, still 1-0 Guilford. Flipped in. Branford will complete its change. Zach Cataruza. That's Denhart off a ring. And here's Hackett. Tyler Hackett gets a little help from his friends. But that pass broken up. Still not out. We've seen this before at times.
There you go.
But Cataruza, no icing. Horton. Petrillo played it past him. Ring, the puck comes over here to Horton. Over the line. And that is offsides against the Guilford Indians. Indians win the face-off. Ryan Brand dumps it in. Donahue lining his man up. That opponent quickly got rid of the puck instead of being on the receiving end of a Brian Donahue check. Off the boards, Donahue. Behind Petrick, but he's got help from Baddock. Petrick following the play, puts it towards the net. Broken up by the defenseman, 24, Criscolo. Baddock in front. To the line and out. Cleared out by Cunningham. Criscolo up on the wing. Ryan Moore. Nice look. Baddock. Oh, Baddock knocked down by Petrillo. Shot right on. Sarnell to stop. Mike Ring with that opportunity. And the Hornets will take the icing. Mackey against Hackett. James in the skates. Now, Cataruza winds and shoots. Oh, he hit the crossbar. He actually hit the corner, crossbar post. Great opportunity there. Zach Cataruza. He's got a goal and 4 assists on the season. Oh, so close to his second tally of the campaign. Off the boards to center, giving chase, Mackey. And that, no icing, they say it was tipped. Ryan Moore will have to go back and play it. 4.5 to go, first period. Guilford 1, Branford no score. Dean Cornelio, John Knapp, Jeff Horton with you here from DeLungo Rink in East Haven. SCC Division II contest, both teams looking for their first conference win. Bounced in on Brandon Mayo. Here's Moore. Petrillo. And they're trying to stuff it in the short side. Kept it low, they score! Kept it low, they score! Not sure if that hit anybody in front, but the shot, I think that was Pat Cunningham. Let's see. No, it wasn't. believe it's number 6. And guess what? There's no 6 on our roster. So I love when that happens. So number 6 with a goal, unfortunately. He'll remain unnamed. Knocked down. He's not even on the official roster, so that goal may not stand.
A phantom goal.
Got to be on the official roster. Okay, well, it sounds like
they found a name for him in the booth. We just don't know what it is up here.
Okay, my bad. Number 6, Aiden Dean. With the goal. So he ties it at 1. Indians looking to get it back. The slapper. High. Ryan Brand with that shot. The other way, Hackett. Mackey gets back there for it. Horton with a hit. Under 3 minutes to go first period, and what a hit there. Penalty coming up. They came up high on Ring. And the penalty for a rough. I believe that was Tony Pascali.
Well, you see some of the Branford players getting fired up. I'm not sure that's what you're looking for as a coach. Well, Mikey Ring got his helmet back on and is out there on the ice. He's okay.
Tony Pascali pays for it with a 2-minute minor for roughing. And they're talking to the assistant coaches, or Adolph Brink and Mark Cunningham. Cunningham, the assistant, talking to the official. Here's Mackey. Ring will play it back to the point. Moore's got to come in for it. Wants the return pass. Mackey sent an aerial pass. Not sure it was within anyone's reach. Zach Cataruzza got to play it in his own zone. Horton, a miscommunication with Moore. And the Hornets slap it down. Here's Horton trying to split 2 Hornets. Mackey with a hit. Horton helping out Mackey. Now we get a 4th player in. Ring as well. All 3 Indians behind the net. That's generally not going to net you a +1. Ring with the hook in on number 3, Pat Day. No call there. But Branford content to send it back. 50 seconds left of power play time for Guilford. The Indians looking to go above the 500 mark. It hasn't been an easy battle so far. Donahue. To the point. Petrick on late. The slapper over top the net. Cataruzza. Petrick lets it go to Baddock. And it gets by Petrick on the return, and Tyler Hackett's off to the races. Hackett takes a right wing drive over the nets. Petrick got the Indians' lone goal so far. His first. Donahue shoots a pad save. That one goes wide. Donahue does have a goal in the season. And that one gets sent back by Baddock. Brandon there. 40 seconds left in the period. Oh no, there's an interception. Look out, walking in. Big save, Brandon Mayo.
Wow.
He bailed out Ryan Brand.
He did.
Brand knows him for that one. Brand stood up. Tony Pascali, I think, was the one who intercepted at 13 after coming out of the penalty box. Slapper, Mayo to stop. 10 seconds to go. Petrick still working. Takes the hit. Hit from behind by Brand, and he's going to go. And the boys getting a little feisty as the first period comes to a close, but Brian Brand came in late with a hit after they checked Jack Petrick, and I believe he's going. Oh, we got another one. The official blew it dead for another penalty, so we'll have to listen up for that one. But this is not going the Indians' way. That much we can tell you. So, we'll work on the penalties. After one period of play, Guilford Indians 1, Branford Hornets 1. We'll be back with the second in just a moment. We are back, ready for the start of play for period 2. Guilford and Branford knotted at 1. Indians with a 9-7 shot advantage in that first period. And we found out the other penalty went to Branford's number 23, Cooper Button, an unsportsmanlike conduct. So this period starts 4-on-4. Actually, it's 5-on-5, so the official, of course, gave me misinformation because it's an official. So we're 5-on-5, but it's coincidental penalties. Or maybe the official forgot in between periods, who knows. Then he got to live with his decision. Oh, that pass nearly. It's a good idea by Tony Pascali, intended for Cluda, that first unit for Branford. But the pass was behind him. Moore, puck bouncing on him, couldn't complete it. Here's a chance. Oh, and that one bounced wide. Mackey with a stick lift, allowing Ryan Moore. Horton leaves it for Moore. They still keep it in. Shot wide. Goaltender Mayo reacted late to it because he didn't see it. And it goes off of Mike Ring out of the zone. So Branford with some early pressure. Here's a 2-on-1 low shot. Save Mayo. Again, the opportunity right in the slot by Tony Pascali, the junior right winger. And Ring sends it down. That'll go for icing against Guilford. Brian Donahue takes the face-off. Evan Powell now back on defense with Dacey. So again, Coach Russo. It's Baddock, Petrick, Donahue. Same unit that was out there, but Powell now stepping in on D to help, and look out. Penalty there to the Hornets. So Indians on the power play. And Branford immediately sends them back. Mayo leaves it for Powell. That's Dacey. Sent in by Dacey. So a glove save there by Alessandro Sarno. Mackey, Ring, Horton. Ring taking the face-off this time. That's two wingers who have taken face-offs. First Donahue, now Ring, but he won it. Mackey with it. Ring. Here's Moore. One-timer.
There you go.
Cataruso with that shot. Oh, and Mackey in front.
I was talking to Coach Russo between periods.
Shot pad save there by Sarno. Moore over the net.
And he talked about moving the puck around during power plays. And you can see exactly now Guilford has stepped up their puck movement in power play situations. And,
turnover. Look out, the puck. That puck underneath Mayo. The official lost sight of it. Mayo fortunate. Wow. Did you see that? That was under the, right under the top of his stick. That one rolled right between his legs in the crease. And if Mayo's stick wasn't there behind him, it rolls right past him in the net.
That's right. With the top of his stick, he was able to pull it out.
He was. So Brandon Mayo, quite the stop there to keep it 1-1. And the Indians avoid a shorthanded goal against. We've seen a few of those this season. Can we say the hand game? And look out, a bouncing puck there on Sarno. Although last game against Windsor Farmington Avon, Guilford, special teams look good, a power play goal and a shorty of their own. So Off the boards. Cataruza tried to knock it down, could not. Now he's in a foot race. Branford's going to win it. And that's 21 Cluda. Here's more. Indians, final 10 seconds of the power play. Horton. And back to neutral ice, so the penalty time is over. Sent in. Cataruza around the wall. Tipped out by Matt Horton. Here's more. Ryan with an opportunity takes the shot. Sarno the save. And a fan on the clearing attempt, but able to get it out. Brand. And we get a whistle net off its moorings at the other end. So with 10:35 left, face-off will remain. I'm sorry, it'll come out of the zone. Taking the face-off for the Indians. That goes into the netting. Face-off will stay in the same spot. So it's Malloy, Gaudio, and Sperry. Gaudio getting a chance now up at the forward spot. Coach Russo mentioned that to me actually yesterday while we were discussing some hockey at school. Right. Saying he's going to give Gaudio some time up there as well as Evan Powell. So, again, the Indians, I mentioned Cafaro. Tyler Salkin's also still out. Salkin's missed the last game. He missed this one. He's been sick all week, and it hasn't been pretty for him. So, we hope he's getting well. But he hasn't been able to play any hockey. And Chris Cafaro neither. And those are two important guys on the second and third lines. Brand. Here's Gaudio. Had his stick slashed out of his hand, and they're going to get a call on it. Branford's going to be penalized for a slash. Indians back on the power play. So, the Indians have now had, looks like four power play opportunities. Branford hasn't had any. Guilford's only penalty is Ryan Brand at the end of the period, and that was coincidental. Here's Mike Ring. Horton tried to backhand it in. And another opportunity. Sarno flailing in the crease. That was James Mackey. 9:15 to go. Period 2, game tied at 1. Ring. More across, wide open. Oh, Sarno. The stop on Horton. Matteo had a great chance there on the opposite side. Moore found him nicely. So Indians with 1:10 left on the power play. And Branford sends them back. Cataruza. 3 of the last 4 meetings the Indians have won. Actually, the Indians have won the last 3 meetings between these teams. Last year, 6-1 in Branford. 2 years ago, it was 3-2 for the Indians in the regular season. 4-1 in the SCCs, Guilford over Branford. And then 3 years ago, Branford won a 3-1 decision when these seniors were freshmen. So Guilford's had the last 3 games go their way. Slap shot stopped by Sarno and no rebound. Jack Petrick out there, Donahue and Baddock. Under 30 seconds left on the man advantage. Dacey plays it low, 8:15 to go in the period. Donahue. And sent down. Here's Dace, and inadvertently left it for Baddock. Petrick gathers it in. He'll wind and shoot. Sarno the stop. Donahue and Baddock in front of the net. Little extracurricular after the whistle. Charlie Malloy took the draw. Branford. Good work there. Double team effort by Brandon Sperry to get the puck away from Tony Pasquale. Fanning on it. Pasquale trying to get a rush. He pushes the puck ahead. Oh, they were trying to get the pass back to him. Could not.
3-on-1.
Malloy gets it over. Dacey. And Sarno, the big stop there. Back to full strength of the Hornets and icing against Branford. Mike Ring take the face-off. 7:05 to go in the second period. Game still tied at 1. Jack Petrick for the Guilford Indians. Aiden Dean for the Branford Hornets. Both first period goals. And the whistle. Face off at center. Taken by Branford. Another surprising action today, John. Notre Dame Fairfield knocked off Notre Dame West Haven.
Oh, no way.
Yes.
I'm laughing.
No, Notre Dame Fairfield beat Notre Dame West Haven in a surprise result earlier this afternoon.
And is that ND West Haven's first loss?
Don't know their record offhand. I don't believe so. I believe they lost to Fairfield Prep earlier, so that's not their first loss.
That must have been a big game for Fairfield, for Notre Dame Fairfield.
Absolutely. It wasn't former Indian Luke Amatruda in net, from what I'm told. It's the other goaltender that they have.
Another Guilford boy.
Yep.
Salkins. Not Salkins.
Salkins.
Siskill. I don't know.
Ryan Moore with it. And again, whistle face-off just outside the Branford zone. Good crowd on hand tonight once again. Second consecutive home game, an SCC contest, and this place is packed.
Standing room only, Dean. Standing room only.
Sarno leaves it for his defense. Chip by Powell. Hornets with a rush. Oh, and missed glove side. And that goes into the netting by the Hornets and outside the Guilford zone. Petrick wins the faceoff. Centering pass broken up by Brand. Comes back to the point. The shot. Mayo the save. Rebound. Good play by Brand to clear him out of there. Jack Murray takes a seat. That hit off Brian Donahue and goes wide. So the Hornets, another hit. Tell you what, Branford has put a lot of hits and has been more a physical team, but it's nice to see the Guilford Indians give it back a little bit here.
That's right.
Especially in front of their own net, because clearly Branford has exercised their physical capabilities. Indians need to show they're not going to roll over, and I think right there, they showed that. Under 5 minutes to go in the second. Still tied. And icing. Charlie Malloy. Back to Zach Cataruza.
Oh, nice
Glove
shot
by Sarno. And there was some question in talking to our cameraman, Jeff Horton, that he thought the Zach Cataruza shot in the first period may have gone in down here in front of us. We said it hit the post crossbar. It looked like it hit that corner, but he seems to think it might have hit inside. So
and popped out.
We might have to get another look at that at some point. 2-on-1 for Branford. Shot glove save, Brandon Mayo.
Nice. Wow. Brandon Mayo.
Showing confidence,
right.
Exuding confidence.
Earned his stripes on that one.
Mackey, Horton, Ring, Moore, Cataruza. Mackey won it cleanly from Tyler Criscolo. Mackey retreats. Up for Moore. Now Mackey again in neutral ice. He'll flip in on the goaltender. Sarno leaves it for his defense. Past Ring, and here comes Pasquale. Finds his man. Here's the shot. Mayo the stop. Square to the shooter. Another opportunity. Look out. Tyler Criscolo unable to turn around and fire that one on goal. So the Hornets, a couple good chances, John, with the 2-on-1s. Here we go again. Pascali, he'll shoot. Mayo says no. And Mayo goes out. Has a few words from Rob Kluda, number 21, Hornets. Mayo getting fired up. I like it.
That's right. We need him to.
Donahue on the faceoff. The more he gets fired up, John, the less chance of losing focus.
That's right.
The more he's going to want it, the more he's going to want to beat this team.
Plus, it fires up the rest of the Indians.
Right. To show their goaltender's upset.
That's right.
Don't do that to our goalie. Petrick. Brand took the hit. Look out. Right in front, Aiden Dean couldn't get the shot through. Dean has that goal. Dacey. Will. From the face-off dot, cutting wide, trying to cut back in front, now behind the net. Brand will fire it. And was that an early whistle? Brian Donahue trying to plead his case. It's not going to matter much now since the play is dead, but he still wanted to get a few words in anyway.
You have to.
2:53 to play, second period. Dean Cornelio, John Knapp, Jeff Horton with you from East Haven's DeLungo Rink SCC Division II contest. Branford and Guilford knotted at one. Offsides on the Hornets. Mackey. Here's Brand over to Dacey. Trying to get it to Horton. Mackey in to help. Mackey and Horton still battling along the near boards over here. Official right in view. Brand.
Nice stick.
And that, thank you, John Knapp, for the call. Good call, John, our official up here in the booth. And the face-off will go all the way back to the Branford zone. Petrick's unit, Baddock and Donahue. Here's Cataruza. Kept the shot low. Petrick is there again. Jack Petrick with another good opportunity. When you get one, you just want more, John. His first of his career here in Guilford's not going to be enough.
He's getting himself in the right spots at the right times for
Certainly
that.
is.
That
That's
sort
why
of play.
he's earning the ice time. Donahue hit. Baddock from the angle. Sent low by Petrick. Donahue battling a player in front and a whistle and a penalty. And I think it's going to be on Donahue with 1:28 to go. So it looks like it's going to be coincidental penalties to Brian Donahue of the Indians, Pat Cunningham of the Branford Hornets. Shot on by Moore. Kicked in. Cataruza has room, takes the shot. It was deflected over the glass and out of play. Moore keeps it in. Over the ring. Into the middle, Mackey. Tried to put a little snapper on goal. Didn't get through though. Now he takes a hit from Jack Murray. They got it by Ryan Moore. Final 45 of the second period. Cataruza. Ring, nice play. Mackey trying to drop it. Ring to the point. Cataruza's got a shot. He lets it go. It's blocked over here for Moore. Moore's got a cannon. Lets it go. Sarno the stop. Rebound. No.
Boy, some late action down, late flurry down there low. Fans expecting a call, but it doesn't come.
Mackey. Around the boards and out. Look out, tip, goes right to the Hornets. Passing it across, big save, Brandon Mayo. He got a pad on it. Good opportunity there. the opportunity for Tony Pascali, the junior right winger, and time runs out. Brandon Mayo keeps his team even.
Right.
He made a couple big ones this period. And we still stand in the same spot that we did after one. We stand there after two. Heading into the final 15 minutes. Guilford Indians won. Brantford Hornets won. We'll be back with what should be a very good third period in just a moment. So, another power play opportunity for Guilford. Petrick. Here's Donahue to Brand. High off the glass, glove down. Dacey. Oh, and that gets by Ryan Brand. It's a foot race. Brand's got to hustle. As giving, in hot pursuit of it, Tyler Hackett. Hackett has shown good bursts here tonight for the Hornets. And that's icing against Guilford. Not something you want to do when you have the man advantage.
That's correct.
Minute 13 left of power play time for Guilford. Puck lay right there. And they attempted to go glove side high on Mayo. The shot right off the draw. Two players trip over each other. Cataruza and Criscolo. Tyler Criscolo. Here's more. Nearly a souvenir for us. Off the top of the glass. Glove down by Horton. Cataruza took an odd carom off that glass support. Branford makes no mistake and sends him back. Indians with just 20 seconds left of power play time. Indians have had a handful of power plays. Wow. Another one. Is Ring going to get there? No. Oh, they're going to call a ring on that one. And they score! Is Ring going to get there? No. Oh, they're going to call a ring on that one. And they score! Tyler Criscolo gives Brantford the lead. Short-handed. The Hornets up 2-1. So it took an odd bounce. Ring was back there. But then he was going to get up. It was a delayed penalty call.
That's right.
But Criscolo scored stick side on Brandon Mayo to negate the penalty. But put the Guilford Indians down 1.
Now you're ready.
So the Hornets get the go-ahead goal. Oh, the official took a tumble. And they get their man back now, so they're full strength. As I mentioned, Guilford has won the last 3 meetings between these teams the last 2 years. Branford, though, with other thoughts. Petrillo with the assist. And we get a whistle. 11:23 left in the third period. The Hornets have just taken the 2-1 lead. Plenty of time left. Remember last week, the Guilford Indians were down 3-2, and Mike Ring tied it in the final minute to force overtime. Will Dacey will go back after. And again, they're able to keep it in. Brand to leave it for Jack Petrick. Petrick. Donahue's going to give chase against Petrillo. Checks Petrillo. And Baddock barrels through, tries to get that loose puck. Cataruzza. Kicked forward. And here come the Hornets. Mayo the save there on the shot from the top of the circle. Face off to Mayo's right. 10 minutes to go in this one. Guilford with some work to do. No icing. Kept in. Here's Mackey. James plays it behind the net to Ring. Look out, a good chance. Second bang at it. No! Matt Horton denied. Matt Horton with a great opportunity. That puck lay right in the crease, just inches away from the goal line, and the Branford defender knocked it out. And Sarno has it in his glove. Wow. What a play there. Them's not the breaks for Guilford.
Great opportunity. You got to capitalize on that one.
Matt Horton would like that one back.
He sure would.
Matty's off to a bit of a slow start for himself this season. 3 goals, 3 helpers, but that one was blocked. Ring. Mackey. Ryan Moore was cutting up the back door side, but puck never got through. Cataruzza makes a couple moves.
Oh.
Offsides, and they look to the heavens like, did that really just happen? Hornets with it. So Guilford took their own opportunity away by going offsides. Here's a chance, Malloy. Look out. Another one up here. Malloy, Gaudio, and Sperry. Powell and Brands. So Coach Russo keeps Gaudio up at the forward spot. Keeps Powell on the defensive side of things. Oh, big hit there as plowed over was Gaudio. Branford fans trying to talk it up here. They have a good showing tonight here for a road game. Malloy, and a penalty coming up on the Hornets. Not happy. 24, Jordan Criscolo.
If you're a Hornet player, you can't be disappointed with the opportunities you're getting shorthanded.
No. I thought you were going to say you can't be disappointed with another penalty.
No,
because they've done a good job on the penalty kill. So Jordan Criscolo in the box. Indians yet another power play.
It's got to be the 6-1 this game.
It is. Branford doesn't have any. So Indians cannot complain about the manpower advantages tonight. Of course, I opened my mouth. There's still 8 minutes left. Ring, check. Mackey's got it. Ring lets it go to the point. Cataruzza. Here's Ring. Some room. Shoots one. Rebound right there. Off the Sarno save. Now looking for Mackey in front.
That's the puck movement that Coach Russo was talking about.
Mackey's got it. For the faceoff, Doc glove save by Sarno. Horton takes on the bigger defenseman, Rob Denhart, and they exchange pleasantries in front of the net. An even minute to go of power play time for Guilford. 7:36 to play, third period. Branford holds a 2-1 advantage. Here's Ryan Moore, slapper. Score! Third period, Branford holds a 2-1 advantage. Here's Ryan Moore, slapper. Score! Ryan Moore ties it up. A power play goal from Mackey, and it's 2-2.
One more for Ryan Moore.
So Mackey had it along the boards, got it back to Moore, and Moore scored 5-hole on Alessandro Sarno, a left point drive, and we are tied at 2 with just over 7 to play. Baddick. Here's Donahue. Aiden Dean with the pass for Tyler Hackett. Hackett tries to play it in front. Here's Petrick. Petrick ridden along the boards. Slapped around and out. That's going to go for no icing. Okay, they waved it off last minute. Branford player lost his edge, and again the Indians are whistled for offside. Charlie Malloy upset. I don't know, himself, or I think it was himself, but Indians put themselves offsides. Malloy, Gaudio. Malloy with a big hit. Sperry out there as well. Off the glass. Dacey avoids the hit, gets it up to Malloy. Stick save. Shot by Gaudio. Sperry didn't get anything on that. And here comes Pascali the other way, right wing side. Pascali centering pass. Back door goes wide. Hornets trying to talk it up for their team. They let us know that their nickname, their mascot, is a Hornet. Sent in wide. Rob Petrillo with it. Backhanded and net the ceiling, so a whistle. Because the Branford player put it up into the ceiling, it comes all the way back into their own zone. Just over 5 minutes left in regulation. We're tied at 2. Face-off one to Cataruza. Wide stick side. Here's Moore. Moore plays it up to Mackey. Nice carom. Mackey plays it low, takes the hit. Horton's there. Horton ducks the hit of Jordan Criscolo. Has the puck now. Looks up top. Moore, it was in his skates. Still there, Mike Ring. Indians bunched up. Ring from the angle in front. Net off its moorings. Horton collides with the goaltender. And we have a penalty coming up. Interference to call. And is it Matt Horton that's going? What did I say, John?
That's right.
I said earlier that they've gotten all the power plays in their favor.
Except
Guilford,
for this one.
And then this one, no.
4:38 left. Third period, score tied at 2.
This is the first time we're going to see the Branford power play in almost 41 minutes. So, a big point of the game for Guilford. Their first PK. Baddick, Donahue, Moore, and Cataruza. That hit Donahue. Brian can't clear it, though. Yeah, oh, it's Baddick. Baddick, a short-handed chance. Derek skating in. He's got a step. Oh. Big save, Sarno. Baddick with a good play at the line. And here comes Hackett. Hackett. Look out. Couple chances in front. Backhanded out of the zone. So some good action early on here, John.
Derek Baddick's going to be seeing that play in his nightmares.
Not if they win this.
Not if they win, right.
If it goes the other way, though, you have a point. Shot right on. Mayo sees it. stops it, covers it. So Petrillo with that opportunity from the point, and it looks like we have a timeout with 3:38 left. A minute 1 remaining on the power play. Timeout here. We'll be back after the timeout. So it was a Hornets timeout. They want to end it here. Let's see what they've drawn up. Brandon Mayo, the stop. That's not what they drew up. And how about this, a short-handed chance? This is not what they drew up either. Ring. And in the middle, intended for Mackey. James, he's favoring something.
Yeah, he's hurting.
He got a stick up high, I think, right in the show. Look out, rebound, Mayo! The net off its moorings. Brandon made 2 saves. And then, fortunately, the rebound was there, but the net came off first. But Mackey did go to the bench. I'm not sure if it was shoulder, where he got the stick, near the neck, but...
He was favoring that arm for sure.
Yep. 35 seconds left on the power play for Branford. 3:13 to play in regulation time. 2-2, Dean Cornelio, John Knapp, Jeff Horton with you here from East Haven. This is important. It counts in the SCC standings. Slapper, deflected wide. Indians fan on their attempt, but they get a bounce. Donahue gets the bounce and throws a nice check. Can he get the puck away from this defender? He's got a man in front. It's a 2-on-0. Pad save. He had Baddock across. And Baddock with a big hit on Tyler Hackett before he leaves the zone. Donahue with 2-on-0 with Baddock, kept it himself, and Sarno made the pad save. Indians back to full strength. It was a good move by Donahue to create that chance, but should he have passed it? Of course. Oh, that puck is still loose. Matt Horton had a couple bangs at it as he got it from Petrick. And
boy, Dane, there's a lot of action. A lot of
that
fury.
was a quick whistle there. That was a quick whistle.
Both teams playing great shorthanded.
Yeah.
on a penalty kill. Imagine
right.
that.
Face-off will stay
Timeout.
low.
Timeout, Guilford.
Goaltender's right. Timeout, Guilford Indians. So Jack Petrick joins the top unit with Mike Ring and Matt Horton. Now, we wonder, that's obviously got to be a telltale sign about something happened to James Mackey, and we don't know what that is.
Not necessarily. I've seen Jack be used for face-offs, critical face-offs in the past.
But Mackey's been very successful on draws too.
Oh, I see.
And he's been with the second unit. That's the reason I bring that up. So we'll have to see. The Indians now, if Mackey's hurt, they don't have Mackey. Cafero's out sick. So if this stands, Evan Powell will probably be moved up to a forward, but Mike Ring put it wide. Moore. Ryan Moore's got to be careful. He can't forget his defensive position. Here comes Aiden Dean.
Into the net.
Goes off Cataruzza into the netting and a face-off right there. Okay, well, this is good news because Mackey is back out there, except he's second unit now, well, if you want to call it second unit, with Malloy and Sperry. So, interesting. Mackey. See how much chemistry these guys have. They haven't played together very much.
Boy, it looked like they were fighting themselves in the corner there. There we go.
Moore, he'll wind and shoot. Sarno the save.
We've seen Ryan score from there before.
We have. He was just outside the blue line. That was like a three-point bomb. 1:07 to go. A late change is not going to be allowed. So Ring, Mackey, and Horton back together. Maybe James just needed a couple extra seconds. And that was why Petrick was out there. But anyway, under a minute to go in regulation. Brandon Mayo, the stop there on the long drive from also outside the line. 55.6 seconds to go. Game tied at 2. Bounced in on Mayo. We'll have to say, John, that Dave Phillips in the Shoreline Times before the game called an overtime game tonight.
He did.
He did. He predicted an overtime game between these two, and he is 39 seconds away from being right. Ryan Moore throws it in on Sarno. He'll take the whistle and the face-off deep in his own zone. Ring, the team's leading scorer, 7 goals, 11 points. Takes the face-off. Mackey has it. James to the point. Moore to James Mackey of the hash marks. That was gloved down by the defense and cleared out. Moore, under 20 seconds left. By the Guilford bench, and a hand pass. 13.2 seconds to go. Face-off deep in Guilford territory to Brandon Mayo's left. Indians load up the middle of the ice to avoid them getting a shot from in close in the slot area. But the Hornets still have a chance. 5 seconds is behind the net. They're looking to center. Oh, it went wide in the final seconds. Good opportunity for the Hornets to win it there. The Indians dodge a bullet late in the final seconds. And we do, in fact, have sudden death overtime coming up here between the Guilford Indians and Branford Hornets. It was 1-1 going into the third. Each team got a goal. For the Hornets, it was shorthanded. They took a 2-1 lead on a goal by Tyler Criscolo. However, Ryan Moore answered on the power play 4 minutes later from James Mackey to tie it at 2, and that's where we stand. So the teams will take a couple-minute break, and we'll be back with sudden death overtime in just a moment. We are back for the start of sudden death overtime. Guilford Indians, Branford Hornets. John, not sure who really has the advantage at this point.
That's a good point, Dean.
I mean, it's been just a back-and-forth tussle.
I tell you, the boys are going to sleep well tonight. All of them.
Sarno the stop. Horton right in there, gives him a little snow job. Face-off remains right in front of us. Mike Ring against Tyler Criscolo.
There's a big smile on Mike Ring's face. He's got something up his sleeves here.
Doesn't he always, though? I don't know, he's always smiling.
He might have an extra puck in his glove.
That wouldn't be a bad. Can we throw one from up here? I don't know. They got to give us one. Actually, I should have kept the one that came up here and I made a kick save on earlier.
There you go.
Look out. That shot. Oh, it's almost surprised Brandon Mayo because it just went wide. He saw it late.
Right.
He reacted late to that. Opening 30 seconds. Overtime hockey here from East Haven.
Not sure what Guilford's game plan is here, but they don't seem to be skating with the frequency that they ought to.
That they usually have?
Yeah. It's almost like they're waiting for something to happen rather than trying to make it happen.
Bouncing puck. Look out. It's a 2-on-1 potentially down low. Dangerous territory, and Mike Ring's like, I'll have none of that. Reaching the center line and dumping in is Rob Denhart. The Indians fell last week in overtime here on home ice to Hand, 4-3. They don't want a repeat performance here tonight. They don't want to fall to 0-2 in the conference, both OT losses at home to two key foes. And we get the whistle. Donahue's going to take the face-off. Petrick out there as well.
Here we go.
Along with Sperry. And here comes Aiden Dean against Brand. Dean still has the puck. Tried to stuff it in. Indians back the other way. Donahue looking to make the pass. Throws it towards the goal. Goaltender got a stick on it. Dacey knocked to the ice, and Branford is going to ice the puck, so the faceoff will come back to their zone with 5:50 left in the overtime. Top unit back out together. Ring, Horton, Mackey, Catarusa, Moore. Ring lost the faceoff. End around. Back to the Guilford line, Ryan Moore. Ryan's got 9 points on the season, 4 goals and 5 helpers. He wouldn't mind evening up his numbers at this point. Catarusa thought about coming in, instead retreated. Look out. Probably a smart decision by him, because had he committed, there was nobody back.
And yeah, if he committed and missed.
Right. And here's a possible 2-on-1. Horton's got it. Horton shoots it. Horton's got it again. He can't get the shot off. It was blocker down, and then couldn't get the rebound try on goal. 5 minutes to go in overtime. Indians are 3-3-1. They're one tie coming against the Connor Chieftains. They had to come all the way back from a 4-1 deficit. Look out. There's an opportunity, and that just goes wide. Mayo got a piece of that. So in that one, Guilford had to battle back from 4-1 down to tie it in the final 9 minutes of regulation. They have to quite do that tonight, but to the point. Shot high. Sperry backhands it out. Donahue with Ring. 2-on-1. Gives it over to Mikey Ring. To Donahue! And it can't sneak through. Oh, it goes wide. Sperry knocked over. And again, Branford's going to ice the puck. Great opportunity there, John.
Just make that pass a little faster. You get something.
Petrick, Baddick, and Sperry now. Kicks off of Petrick. Baddick tried to play it in front and went off the side of the cage. High off the glass and out of the zone. Brand's got a hustle. Coming in on him is Cooper Button. He missed him completely. Slapper.
Wow.
Good opportunity for Tyler Hackett. And he's been relatively quiet tonight. Icing against Guilford. Guilford fans. 3:35 left in sudden death overtime. Kicked out of the face-off circle. Mackey steps in. Branford wins it. Pad save by Mayo. Good stop by him. And here's Matt Horton. He has that intercepted. Gets a little help from Dacey. Dacey on his backhand stops. Deflected. Here's Ring. Brand to bring it back out to center, and then the faceoff will come outside the Branford zone. Cataruza gets it deep for Guilford. Mackey in on the forecheck, but now Moore. Look out, late man. Mail the stop, loose puck, and the Indians get it out. There's a 3-on-2 as they hit the late man coming in down the middle. And a great opportunity. Look out there. Oh, big play by Zach Cataruza to knock that puck to the boards. And that one comes all the way back. No icing as it was the Hornets player who sent it back. He wanted to get Rob Petrillo up high. Petrillo had to come back for it. Petrillo makes the pass to center. On his backhand side, that's Hackett. And the faceoff will stay deep in the Guilford zone. 2:13 left in sudden death overtime. Mackey gets it out. James tried to play it into the middle. Or excuse me, that's Petrick. My fault on that. Jack Petrick out there at center. Ryan Moore. Cataruza. Here's Malloy. Charlie. Cataruza to Petrick. Petrick can't get the shot through. Moore comes back to his own line. Now reaches the center stripe and slaps it on goal. Sarno right to Pat Cunningham. And out of the zone. There'll be no icing there. Mike Ring is back forward. 1:20 to play. Branford completing its change. That hit Mackey. Horton. Matty Ho over the line. Horton shoots it, glove by Sarno. No rebound to be had. Minute 3 left. Ring loses the draw. Hit there at center. Ring took himself out of the play momentarily. Send in, that goes off of Rob Denhart. Denhart has it now, 35 left. Off the boards, comes into the Branford zone. 20 to go, Horton. And is that going to go for icing? Yes, it is, with 14.5 left to face off. He'll come back into the Branford zone. So, for the last 14 seconds, Malloy, Baddock, Sperry, no. On second thought, the first unit steps back out. Horton Mackey lined up in the middle of the ice. Ring to the point. Oh, that went high. Ryan Moore with a cannon. Good job by Cataruzza. He ended up playing it into the Branford bench. So the faceoff will stay right there in front of the Branford bench on the center side with the blue line. 8.9 left. Ring against Hackett. Here's Mackey. Gets the shot off. Sarno the save. No rebound. 3.5 left. Do you pull the goalie here? 3.5 left.
There he comes.
And Ralph Russo heard me. So, they're going to give it a shot. Stepping out is Charlie Malloy. Neither team with a timeout. Funny, Zach Cataruzza stepping in to the face-off circle. Indians, 4 men lined up in the middle. It goes to the corner. They're going to send it down the ice. And time runs out in this one. The puck went wide anyway. So, John, you just said a moment ago neither team's going to be happy with the tie. I guess they're going to have to settle for it. Nobody could decide it in 8 minutes.
No, that's wrong, Dean. Nobody could decide it in 53 minutes.
Again, you always correct me. Thank you. But it was a good one. It was really back and forth. Both goalies stood tall at different times.
Yeah, right.
Really did. And both teams are going to have a tie in the SEC standings, so this is going to be interesting. Indians go to 3, 3, and 2.
Wow.
While the Hornets go to 3, 4, and 1. Both teams 0, 1, and 1 in SCC Division II conference play. The Hornets got goals from Aiden Dean and Tyler Criscolo. The Guilford Indians, Jack Petrick with his first career goal on an assist from Brian Donahue in the first period. And then Ryan Moore here in the third from Mackey on the power play. Tied the game at 2, and that's where this one ends. So, John, it's been a pleasure as always.
That's right, Dean. Thank you very much for including me.
And we may be back with more. We're not sure, but
we want to remind our fans about the dance, the Guilford High School hockey dance on Friday the 19th.
Saturday
the 19th.
But the day before, if this game's on TV before, Friday the 18th, get to Northford, Indians in hand. Friday at 4 p.m., the rematch.
Nice.
So, anyway, we might be back with more. If not, for John Knapp and Jeff Horton, I'm Dean Cornelio. Once again, tonight's final, Guilford Indians 2, Branford Hornets 2. We are back with Indian sophomore forward Jack Petrick, who gets his first goal of his career tonight. Congratulations, Jack. Great job. Let's start there. Let's talk about that. You got your first goal, the team's first goal. Talk about the play.
Well, me, Donahue, and Baddock had a conversation. We wanted to come out strong, get some hits, get some offensive play. And the first shift of the game, I think it was Baddock who put it down low. Donahue made a great play down low, get the puck. And no one picked me up in front, and he made a great pass. And goalie didn't come across quick enough.
Your reaction? What do you guys say to you? It was kind of fun for the first one?
It was kind of fun. It was kind of hard to believe. Once we got to the bench, I go to Donnie. I was like, did that really go in? It's nothing like it.
Excellent. Well, that's a great feeling. Congratulations. Then you go into the third period. It's 1-1. They get the lead on you, and of course you end up tying it. Moore comes back, but got to be a little bit nervous. But it's nice to finally see the power play get one after you guys struggled for much of the game.
Yeah. Our power play, they finally got one,
right.
And our defense had been shooting hard on this goalie the whole time. And then it was nice to see Moore finally pull one in. I didn't doubt it for a second.
Not with his shot, for sure. Now, Brandon Mayo, again, this is the second straight game. He's really played pretty strong. They got a couple of good goals on him. That second one just beat him short side. It was a good shot. He's been able to seemingly to stay more focused after that bad goal that he would admit himself against Hand that lost the game. But talk about his play a little bit. The last two games really special. He kind of seems to be stepping up a little bit.
Ever since Madison, Brandon's been playing outstanding. He's been right there, making all the tough saves, keeping the rebounds under control. I mean, he's just been really stepping it up, and it's really nice to have a goalie like that.
Now, we asked him last game, and when Mike Ring got a hat trick in our last broadcast, and Mayo contends that Ring can't score on him in practice. Now, I wonder if Jack Petrick can score on Brandon Mayo in practice.
Oh, everyone can score on Mayo in practice. He's
wow.
He can't focus.
After giving him his props, you call him out right there. Wow, well done. Okay, now we've got Hand coming up here, your next game. Just had him last week. We just talked about that. Great game here, great atmosphere, losing overtime. You got them coming up. Obviously, I'm sure you guys, the energy is going to be there again. Anything you feel this week you're going to work on in particular in practice, or what you feel you have to do going in there and after seeing them once already?
I think definitely we're going to work on special teams, power play, man down. We really got to step it up there. We just got to focus on putting the puck on the net, and Chase Briggs is a really good goalie. We got to work on hitting him with the puck and getting the rebounds. That's the only way we're going to get it in on him.
And it'll help if you get your second goal, okay?
Yeah.
All right. You work on that. That's going to wrap it up from here from East Haven. Indians and Branford ended a 2-2 tie. For Jeff Horton, I'm Dean Cornelio. Good night from East Haven. 2-2. We'll see you next time against Hand.